woosah moments, me talking about situations for over more than a decade and a half. And then all of a sudden everybody woke up like, whoa, yo, we thought you were crazy. Yeah, I am crazy. I'm crazy to tell a mother on 3 forms of public transportation across a bridge to get to work to support me that, hey, I may have to pass on these opportunities for scholarships because I'm going to write a song and we're going to eat for the rest of our lives. That's crazy. But what I am not is a liar. That I'm not. All I did was give the science. I was ignored, laughed at, ridiculed, things of that nature. But that's okay. My God is so much bigger that my God got me. Watch this. Who is that? So did Diddy try to kill you? albeshore.net/Legacy Gala 2024 for the mature people. I got nothing but love for you. I appreciate it. I'm just reading what's on the screen there. Amen, amen, amen. Blessings to your family, love and light and abundance surrounding you. I'm going to jump off, but I just wanted to touch base and say I appreciate you beyond measure, beyond measure.
Recently, 90s R&B singer Al B. Sure posted some very interesting story post on his Instagram. If you didn't know, in the summer of 2022, Al B. collapsed and was rushed to the hospital, where he fell into a coma that lasted more than 2 months. The 55-year-old off-on-your-own artist surprised those in attendance at the Equal Justice Now Awards in Los Angeles, where he announced an upcoming project about his life and appeared to make reference to Sean Diddy Combs.
We are going to be producing the Al B. Sure life story. So hold on to your britches, and you'll really understand how I ended up in a coma. You're really going to need to call Homeland Security.
So recently, Al B. Sure wrote in his Instagram story, insinuating that people tried to kill him. He writes, "Awakening from that coma and finding the complete list I documented of every single individual over the past few years who was sent my way compensated, participated, volunteered, benefited from allegedly threatened or just simply thought it was funny and participated in the AM of Al B. Sure. In some way, shape or form. Hashtag BCAC before coma, after coma. Fuck a book and a movie, this is some real life shit, wait for it." He continued, "When you can feel it in your bones that they're coming for you again, learn from your mistakes, remember their past aggression and just get out of their way. Don't second guess yourself, there might not be a second." He then shared a video with him and David Bowie, with a caption saying, hashtag BCAC before coma, after coma. The hashtag Al B. Sure life story, there's an entire global trek around the world and back before they tried to silence the new Jack Swing ambassador. You'll get it. Eventually Al goes on to say, they tried to kill him but the boy prevailed, quoting a Drake lyric, while tagging at Shappanapapi. As you remember, Al B. Sure spoke out on his Facebook page back in 2012. Many feel that Al B. Sure is directed letter to Diddy or the Illuminati, but no one knows for sure. He writes, "I want to say that I love you from the bottom of my heart and I appreciate the consistent love from you over the years musically and all else. I am originally a hustler from the streets of Mount Vernon from very humble beginnings, a loving mom who made sure I went in 100% on all and made something of the music craft that I've loved dearly. I thank you for sharing it with me over the years. I am just a human being, not perfect, but loves hard and appreciates all the God has allowed to happen in my life. Even my enemies, specifically the wealthy ones that can't help but be jealous of me, and even the broke ones that have entered my life with ulterior motives, which are most because of my trusting, giving spirit and willingness to help everyone whether they deserved it or not. From getting artists record deals and them selling millions of records to helping those from being put out into the street or feeding them when they claim they have no food and I ask for nothing. I've come to find out that there are someone very jealous and bad people out here that you all know, love and worship at times, that are so jealous of me and doing some very bad things to me, like stalking my place of rest and even faking as if they are workers for major cable companies, etc. We all are getting the hint by now. They have also gotten to people closest to me by playing games, threatening them to kill them first if they turn them in, and or paying them money if they can get me to show up by telling me they are in need and seeing if I'll drop everything to help, as well as offering them things they can't refuse in their desperate lives, which makes them complete trash when they accept. They've even gone as far as getting them implants, devices and cameras watching me at home and to follow me around, and they communicate and feed them lines by walkie-talkies to try and set me up, etc., even renting a place in my neighborhood. The best part of why God is so amazing is that I now know exactly who the idiots are and the fake alias all are, and I wish them all Godspeed. So FYI, if I'll be sure, aka Al Brown, is found dead, please contact my attorney Arthur Aronson and he will have all of the information on everyone, including their own closets emptied out and the main culprit funding it all. I will share who the key players are with you, so as I said, if I am found dead you will know the who what shortly after. Since they seem to think that it's a joke or that I am fucking joking, we will find out who's really from MT Vernon and not faking it. As I said, continue to fuck with a hungry, wounded animal in the woods with nothing to lose, and you will eventually get eaten. All involved and my favorite Bodhi Bear, rest in peace. To my sons, I love you severely. Abs.
R&B singer Al B. Sure dropped subliminals following the latest Sean P. Diddy honeycomb sexual assault lawsuit from producer Lil Rod. Al B. Sure writes, taking the higher road only becomes gratifying when you've been unbreathed, tarnished, and dragged down a gravel road while they've appeared to sit on their self-righteous throne. The truth is always at the end of that road. Guess who'll be waiting there, battered and bruised but with open arms? File of gratitude. The only way to achieve this place of calm is to travel through a tsunami and beyond. He continued with a follow-up post saying, great white shark gets caught off guard just when you've arrogantly convinced yourself and every gullible soul willing to listen that you're Teflon and that you're the biggest shark in these waters. Here comes the truth, and the truth is common and hot.
Real strategic.
Yeah, right. Well, he posted earlier on his Instagram. So he said, he wrote, when you desperately thought no one in the world was listening because they ran the most expensive PR campaign to silence you. He said, you already know what he's talking about. He said they ran the expensive PR campaign to silence you, set you up, terrorize, and predicted they attempt to block your lungs from breathing. While you were in that forced deep sleep, when you was in that forced deep sleep, God says, be still, son. They finally hear you when you instruct their ears to listen and then begin to bleed from the truth you've spoken all along. BC/AC. So that's before coma and after coma. 2012 to 2023, before coma, after. That's what he wrote in the story. But
Peace and blessings, kings and queens around the globe. Just found this pic of these youngins on an old hard drive and thought the world should know the story behind the image. We just flew in from Columbus, Georgia to NY from visiting Miss Sarah, Kimmerlina's mom, and Miss Lila Starr, Kimmy's grandma, who had the best hash soul food restaurant in Columbus called Hash Lila Starr Cafe, for the holidays. As you can see, we both look like maybe we just woke up, a bit wrinkled and our hair slightly disheveled. I just closed a new deal, some new bread, and decided I'd surprise her and cop a new at Ferrari Testarossa. It had to be 1991 because I believe that was the last year before the model was updated to the 512 TRF12M for y'all car enthusiasts. Fast forward, this image was taken in the back office of the car broker who worked with Stash Mo Cash, then Burt Padell, as Biggie states. The purpose of the story is to show you how humble at Lady KP was from jump. We go outside, I hand her the keys and say, Merry Christmas. KP looks at me and says, Albert, are you serious? I said, yes, Kim, let's see what's under the hood. I remember clearly because she walked over to look under the hood and said, what happened to the motor, Al? I said, it's in the trunk. She cracked up and said, give me the keys, please. Fast forward, I jump in the passenger seat and KP's jumps into the driver's side. As I started to explain how to turn on the car and shift, she says, I got it, Pa. I laughed and she took off like the speed of light. After driving a few blocks and back to the dealership to finish the paperwork, she says, I'll thank you kindly, honey, but you can drive the Ferrari and I'll drive our Jeep Wrangler. I know you'd enjoy it more at Limrock Club Speedway Racetrack. Y'all take the cars too. It's way too much to take this machine into the city on my go-sees and to the modeling agencies and find parking. The moral of the story is that Hash Lady KP was always so humble, giving, didn't want anything flashy or attention to herself. She consistently acted selfless, fed homeless, and would gift the shirt off of her back if you didn't have one. TY at Mike Tyson 4, the Hash Team Tyson jacket.
If you can't sleep, you got post-traumatic stress syndrome from being in the hood, you got pain, you got all this crazy thing, then you need to get your thing right. Go get the CBD. You know, if you suffer from anxiety, go get the CBD smoke, CBD gummies, the CBD oils at nightanddayscbdhub.com. Trust me, I got off of bogeys from fucking with CBD, and I am the bogey man. So make sure you go get it, man. Go get your gummies, your CBD oils, and your CBD bogeys. It's a fact. CBD smokes. Night and Day CBD Hub.com. Your boy NRE.